Casey Stoner reveals the reason Marc Marquez is still great in MotoGP. Casey Stoner reveals why Marc Marquez is still very difficult to beat by his rivals in the premier MotoGP class to date. Entering his second season with the Ducati factory team in the 2026 MotoGP season, Marc Marquez sits at the top of the list as the favorite to win the World Championship. The alien is back to the level and position he deserves after enduring several difficult seasons since his fatal accident in Jerez, Spain, in the 2020 MotoGP season. Despite experiencing a decline in performance, Marquez still managed to demonstrate a champion's mentality, especially during his final seasons with Honda. He remains the only person to achieve podium finishes and even wins on the increasingly difficult RC 213 Volts between 2021 and 2023. Marquez took a big risk by leaving Honda and joining Gresini Racing, a Ducati customer team, for the 2024 season. With Nadia Padovani's team, the 33-year-old rider began to rediscover his best form before being recruited by Ducati. Ridging for the Borgo Panigale squad, Marquez became increasingly dominant, scoring 15 podiums and 11 Grand Prix wins to clinch the World Championship. The figure synonymous with number 93 was truly difficult to beat until he suffered another injury after a crash at the Mandalika circuit, Indonesia. Returning to the track for the 2026 MotoGP preseason test at the Sepang circuit in Malaysia, Marquez immediately made a splash on the first day, setting the fastest time. Although there were ups and downs in the following days, this result clearly indicates that Francesco Bagnaya's teammate is not finished yet. As a former MotoGP racer, Casey Stoner highlighted Marquez's solid performance to date, despite his frequent injuries from horrific crashes. In the Australian's eyes, Marquez truly possesses talent and undeniable speed. This was evident last season, when the Spanish rider delivered the perfect combination of racing talent and the powerful performance of the Ducati motorcycle. "There's no doubt about his talent, his speed, there's no doubt about it at all," said Stoner, as reported by Bolasport.com from Motosin. "But I think many riders fall into the same trap," he added. Furthermore, Stoner cited Marquez's ability to utilize all of his talents and abilities as the reason he remains so difficult to beat. This awareness of utilizing all of his abilities is what Stoner feels differentiates Marquez from his rivals. "There are a lot of fast riders right now, but I don't think many are using their full riding ability," Stoner said. "That's where Marc Marquez beats them like he is now," he added. Curry Boy also acknowledged that Marquez has significant weaknesses that could provide opportunities for rivals to beat him. However, it seems his rivals haven't fully realized this, and Marquez is still able to compete at the front. "Marquez has had a major weakness in the past that I don't think anyone noticed, and I still won't say anything about it," Stoner said. "But it's surprising that no one has been able to exploit it, I think because everyone sees him as the ultimate boss. And instead of figuring out what they need to do, improve about themselves, maybe how to race against him, they just see him as a very tough competitor," he added.